So, hi Peter, welcome to this ongoing KP astrology lessons.
Yeah.
And I think we had in between I did 2 classes on Horary to explain the concept to you, and now we'll go back to profession. Okay, I think
Yeah.
I had done 1 lesson on profession, and after that I had switched to Horary. So now, see, now once you have the concept of Horary, that 1 to 249 concept with you, that concept of 1 to 249 number, how to, how to create a chart, then, the prediction part is the rules are almost the same for Horary or natal.
Yeah.
The rules are the same.
Yes, sir.
So just a few differences here and there, somewhere you have to use. So now we'll go along together, maybe I'll discuss a Horary chart. Maybe I'll discuss a natal chart. Okay. So I'm going to start sharing the screen. And once again, just to refresh,
Yeah.
we'll just take up the rules, rules on profession, on the
Yes, sir.
subject of profession. Okay. So
Yes.
here's the write-up. Okay. You can see it now.
Yeah. Yeah. I see.
Okay. So I'm reading out. Okay. We have done this before, but then just to refresh, I'm reading out.
Yes, sir.
Primary house for profession in KP is the 10th house.
Yeah.
Okay. Connection of the 10th cuspal sublord with the 6th house indicates service
Yeah.
or a fixed income. You can put it that way. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fixed income. Service oblique job, and connection with the 7th indicates business. Connection with the 3rd and or the 5th indicates self-employment.
Yeah.
Okay. Significators for job are 2, 6, 10.
Yeah.
And one generally gets a job when the dasa of these 3 houses, these 3 house significators operate simultaneously. Okay. Significators of 2, 7, 10, 3, 5 acting or operating simultaneously would indicate business or self or professional employment. If the 10th cuspal sublord does not signify 2, 6, 7, 10, and at the same time signifies the negating houses 1, 5, 9, one may end up doing nothing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So loss of job is indicated when the dasas of the negating houses 1, 5, 9 operate. Okay. The above may also indicate change of job. If at this same time dasas of 2, 6, 10 are also operating.
Okay.
Okay. Loss of job may be temporary if only 1, 5, 9 operate. For example, suspension, and it may be permanent, for example, dismissal from service. If one leaves the job willingly, the involvement of the 11th significator could also join 159. Okay, 159 combination. 12th signification with 1598 may lead to dismissal or removal from service. Okay. Okay, getting a job involves 2, 6, 10, and getting a job of one's choice would involve the 11th house also.
Yeah.
Okay. Similarly, choice of business would involve 2, 7, 10, and 11.
Yes, sir.
Connection of 10th sublord, okay, with service / business giving houses and also with negating houses indicates disturbance in profession. Involvement of 8th indicates obstructions, and 12th indicates troubles. If the 12th sublord is a negative planet, it's a negative planet, a good 12th house could also take one abroad. Okay, if 12th sublord is, it is otherwise weak or bad, negative, then you lose your job. But at the same time, remember that 12th house also plays a part when you go abroad. Okay, so you have to use your discretion and see there's a very fine line between what I'm saying, getting a job, going abroad, etc., etc. 12th house plays a part. Connections of the 10th cuspal sublord with improving houses in KP, that is 1, 2, 3, 6, 10, 11, gives a smooth career. 6, 7, 10th sublord connections indicate the type of job business one would do. Transfer would involve 3, 10, 12, and to a far off place. Would involve 9th, which stands for long journeys. For the purpose of transfer, the 4th house is your organization. Remember, this is important. Otherwise, it is your residence. But for the purpose of transfer, the 4th house is your organization slash workplace slash office. And thus, involvement of 3rd means change of workplace. Okay. 12th means new environment, or could also mean going abroad. Appearance of 4th would indicate transfer to hometown, and 11th could indicate choice transfer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The connection of 6th, 10th, 7th sublords with the undergiven indications would help out in deciphering the line of profession, business the native would join. Okay, this is, I've taken it from somewhere. Okay, this you have to use, you have, these days there are so many branches, new branches of profession, are cropping, springing up every day, sprouting every day. So anyway, in modern times, there is a tremendous diversification and expansion in the field of education. See, education and profession, they are very, very intricately and closely connected. Okay.
Yes, sir.
In modern times, there is a tremendous diversification and expansion in the field of education. New streams and courses are springing up every day. As an astrologer, you may be asked as to which course or subject or stream is suitable for a particular student. This is a very tough question, as new courses are springing up every day. However, the best way to tackle this is, number one, by asking the querent for his choices, so that you can narrow down your analysis of what is best suited for the child. As a wide rule, Mars, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, Moon are connected with the medical or science side. Mercury, Saturn signify engineering. Venus and Mercury point towards commerce, thereby pointing to CA, chartered accountancy, or cost accountancy, marketing, as refined communication skills are required, etc. Venus would point towards fine arts, profession of acting, singing, etc., in addition to what is already indicated. Connection of Mars with the 10th house could point towards police or armed forces. A strong sun points towards a government job or even politics. Rahu could make one a diplomat, politician, licensing consultant. Jupiter indicates academics, teaching. Ketu, Jupiter, Mercury could make you an astrologer. Saturn also makes bankers along with engineers. The list is endless, and you have to use your experience and judgment. Okay. So you have to, you can't, it's sort of, you have to practice this, and this will, it'll be in your brain. So these are broadly the rules connected with profession. So now we'll take up a few cases. Okay. Share the new share. Okay, now here the question is, when will I get a job up to my expectation? Okay, so the chart is there in front of you, and the house significators are there, and here's the analysis. Okay, the boy was already in a job, okay, but was not satisfied with it, and had given 2 to 3 interviews. Okay, and was waiting for a call up. Okay. He had also submitted his resignation and was in his notice period. You know what notice period means?
Yeah.
Yeah.
30 days.
What was involved here was leaving a job and getting a new job up to his expectation.
Yeah.
The call was expected any day. The question was asked on 30/10/2011. I think this was a horary question. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Last question asked on 30/12. Okay. 30/10/2011. You can take a snapshot of this. You can take a
Yes, sir.
You can take a screenshot of this so that you know. Otherwise, I'll have to keep rolling up again. I may have to keep rolling up, but you take a one in your camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
So now, in such cases where a change of job for a better and desired job is to be predicted, the significators of, as I told you in that write-up, 159 along with 2, 6, 10, and 11 have to act in tandem together, because 159 is for leaving a job, leaving a job, and 2, 6, 10 getting a job, and 11 for getting a choice job. Okay. The question was asked on 30/10/2011, and the native was expecting a call up any day, as he had appeared for 2 to 3 interviews and had been assured of an appointment soon. In fact, he had already tendered his resignation to his present employer and was serving the notice period. The Dasa running at the time of the question was Moon, Sun, Venus.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And was to run up to 7/11/2011. Okay. Now, the question was asked on 30/10/2011, and the Dasa running was Moon, Sun, Venus, and was to run up to 7/11/2011. That is almost a month. Okay.
Yep.
That is for another, 8 days from the question date. Okay. Moon, Venus, Sun are all. Moon, Venus, Sun are let me get a. Okay. Moon, Sun, Venus are all connected to the relevant houses.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Moon 6/9.
Yeah.
Moon. See now, Peter, I'm just reading it out. Later on, you can also, take a snapshot and Moon to 6/9, Venus and Sun 2/5. Okay. With the help of Sukshma and Pran Dasha planets, the result could come about. Okay. But it is difficult to be sure. So, what to do? When in doubt, resort to the divine help of ruling planets. Okay. Moon, the Mahadasha Lord, was not appearing as a ruling planet. Okay. So I rejected it. It is not always mandatory to use RPs, remember. Okay. But when the intervening period is very short and you have a doubt, RPs will always help. Okay. Next Dasa was Mars. And in its Bhukti of Mars was to run up to 4/4/2012. Okay, which was sufficiently enough time for the result to happen. So you have to use your common sense also. The boy is saying any day, it is expected. So I selected Mars. Mars signifying 1, 3, 4, 6, 9 at the stellar level. Okay. 10 as it is the untenanted cuspal sublord of the 10th cusp. Okay. And through its sublord Rahu, 1, 4, 10. So Mars, the Mahadasha Lord, signifies 1, 9, and 10 very strongly, and 6 with medium strength. Okay, medium strength. Mars Rahu was to run up to 8/12/2011. Okay, and I selected this as Rahu was signifying 10th through its sublord Jupiter. So now I had significators of 1, 9, and 10 in strength, and median strength signification of the 6th house also.
Yeah.
Next I selected Mars, Rahu, and Venus Sukshma as it appeared as the strongest ruling planet. Okay. Out of a number of ruling planets, RPs oblique significators that were capable of giving the result.
Yeah.
And also because the sublord of Venus is Saturn. Now here you have to, when you come to, timing the event, then you have to really get into it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have to compare all the Sukshma Dasha lords. There'll be a number of them.
Yeah.
Sukshma Dasha lords, because they'll change every 2-3 days. 2-3 days. Out of that, you have to select the strongest, strongest, which is likely to give the. So for there, you have to see everything, whether they are significators, there, first of all, whether it is an RP, the strongest RP, then you have to study its sublord, then all the factors you have to take into consideration and pick one planet.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll read it again.
Yeah.
Next, I selected Mars, Rahu, and Venus Sukshma as it appeared as the strongest RP. Out of a number of RPs oblique significators that were capable of giving the result.
Yes,
and also because the sublord of Venus is Saturn, significator of 11th, which gives a job of choice.
Yeah.
This period was up to 3/12/2011.
Yeah.
So event should happen around this date in the Pran Dasa of Ketu.
Okay, sir.
Sukshma, then Pran. Okay, Pran is very short. For hours, it will be there for hours, which fell on the same date. Okay. Venus 2, 5, and 11 through sublord, Ketu 6. Okay. So Mars, Rahu, Venus, Ketu gives us all the required houses as per the house grouping of KP 1, 5, 9, 2, 6, 10, 11. The appointment letter was received on the predicted date. So I told you, Peter, I told you, see, KP, natal KP. See, now this is the difference. Here you see the difference.
Yeah.
Natal, you are not sure of the time of birth. So, if the sublord changes, then you keep beating around the bush. Yeah. Let's be very, very open about it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And using the cuspal sublord in KP. Okay. It's a very, very tricky thing.
Yeah.
Because you cannot be sure about the time of birth.
Yeah.
Okay. Time of birth. Often you will see, that what happens, as a beginner of KP, you study KP and then you study these rules, that 7th cuspal sublord, if it signifies 2, 7, 11, then marriage is promised.
Yeah.
Okay. But you will come across, then you get very excited and you start predicting. Then you will come across so many charts where 7th sublord is signifying 2, 7, 11 very strongly, but still marriage has not taken place. Or vice versa. Okay. Yes, 7th cuspal sublord is not signifying 2, 7, 11, but at the same time it is signifying 1, 6, 10. Okay. But marriage has taken place. So there you get disheartened. You don't know, then what to do. Then you fall into the, I will not call it a trap. Okay. Then you start doing BTRs. Okay. Birth time rectification. And there also you get stuck up. BTR is there in Krishnamurti Paddhati. It's there, fine. See, the biggest problem actually is, that now these days there are so many ephemeris. There is only one solar system. So why should any ephemeris, why should 3 or 4 ephemeris give different longitudes of the same planet? Why? So there that is the problem. But in Horary, all that is dispensed. Horary, there's no problem. Everything is fixed. Yeah. You don't need to depend on the time of birth. So you get accurate results in Horary. Not that I'm not saying that you don't do KP natal through don't do natal through KP. All I am saying is you combined it with Vedic. You have to combine it with Vedic.
Yes, sir.
Then you will get accurate results in natal
Yep.
astrology. Okay, natal charts.
Yep.
So this is one example.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now. Can you see the chart?
Yeah, it's come up.
Okay, now this is what.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is another horary chart. Okay.
Yep.
Will my third child, son, be selected? Will he be able to get the new job? Okay. This question I am reading out. The question was asked by the father regarding his son, who was his third child. So the ninth cusp was rotated as his ascendant. Now here you have to remember one thing. Your first child is the fifth cusp.
Okay. Yep.
If you are asking the question, or if somebody else is asking the question for his or her children, if he has only one, first eldest is the fifth cusp.
Yep.
Second son would be the seventh, because third, is the brother or sister.
Yeah.
And third would be ninth.
Yeah.
So the question was asked by the father regarding his son, who was his third child. So the ninth cusp was rotated as his ascendant. Now, what is the question? Will my third child son be selected? Will he be able to get the new job that he applied for?
Yes, sir.
The question was asked by the father regarding his son, who was his third child. So the ninth cusp was rotated as his ascendant. Moon signifies ninth and 10th. So the query is genuine. Another thing, I think I told you all this. I have explained to you regarding Horary. First you check the query.
Yeah.
The moon, whether the question has been asked in earnestness, in all seriousness. Okay. The Mahadasha Lord Jupiter signifies ninth at the stellar level. Okay, ninth at the stellar level. And through it, sublord Rahu. Rahu signifies fifth. So Jupiter would signify fifth also. Yes, Rahu is equal to Venus. Moon, the Antardasha Lord, signifies ninth and 10th and is in its own sub. Saturn was chosen as the Pratyantar Dasha Lord, as the Pratyantar of Jupiter was finishing too early. And also because Saturn signifies ninth and second strongly through its sublord. Okay. Ketu was chosen as the Sukshma Lord, as it signifies sixth strongly. Yeah. Okay. We now had 5, 9, 2, 6, 10 covered. Okay. The missing link was one, which is required for changing jobs. Okay. I chose 13/8/2021 as a likely date, as both Sun and Venus were appearing as prana lords on that date. Sun signifies first at the stellar level, and Venus is the untenanted cuspal sublord of the first house. The email came on that day itself. The sublords, Venus is Venus itself, and Sun is Ketu, a supportive planet. So this question was asked by me only for my son.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This question was asked by me only for my son.
Yes, sir.
Oh, see, I've written here, no? See, chart Prasoon. Prasoon is my son's name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, this is how Horary and KP works. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now I'll see if there's another. Okay, now this is also Horary. Okay, when will I get a job? Number 25. Okay. Uh, Number 25, 1837 at Ranchi, 23/4/2020.
Yeah.
10th sublord signifies 6th. So job is promised. Okay. Second significators are Rahu, Moon, Venus. Sixth significator Mercury. 10th significators Mars, Saturn. Venus is the Mahadasha Lord. Okay. Venus is the Mahadasha Lord. And Antardasha Lord signifying 1, 2, 4, 12. 12th signified very strongly.
Yes, sir.
Sublord of Venus is also Venus. Venus is not very promising for job. Venus is also the Antardasha Lord. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Jupiter is the Pratyantardasha Lord, signifying 5, 9, okay, 12 through sublord. All negative houses. Sublord of Jupiter is also Jupiter. So no chances of job in Venus and Jupiter. Okay. Next PDL, next Pratyantardasha. Next Pratyantardasha is Saturn.
Yeah.
Signifying 5, 9, 12, 10, 11. 5, 9, 12 are denials, 11th is wishes.
Yeah.
Sublord of Saturn is Ketu, 8, plus all significations of Jupiter, which is negative.
Yeah.
Saturn is also not promising job. Next PDL is Mercury, 3, 6, 12. 3, 6, 12. Sublord of Mercury is Jupiter, which is very negative.
Yes, sir.
Mercury, however, is the reinforced cuspal sublord of the 10th cusp. Hence, could be the serving grace. So when this question was asked, this person, he didn't have a job.
Yes,
So he
sir.
wanted to know when he'll get a job. So I told him accordingly that, when Mercury Pratyantara comes, when Mercury Pratyantara, you might get a job. I don't know what happened after that.
Yeah.
But he did not get a job till I told him, as per the horary significations, that he did not get a job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll see if I have a natal chart. Let me see. Okay, now this is, you had told me for a class on Rahu and Ketu also. And this is my son's horoscope. How planets in star and sub of Rahu and Ketu give results, combinations for getting a job. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, when will I get a job? Oh, what happened? Where is this? Oh, 1 minute. Okay. 1 second.
Yes, sir.
Something wrong. 1 second. Okay, here we go.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay,
Ah,
how planets in star and sub of Rahu and Ketu give results. As I told you, no, you will not find this theory in any book.
yeah.
Okay, neither will anybody teach you. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so I'll I'll conduct a separate class also on Rahu Ketu, but then I'll this example will be there in
Yeah.
Rahu and Ketu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Rule any planet now Rahu and Ketu. This is a combination of a natal chart showing job combinations and how Rahu and Ketu give results.
Yes, sir.
Okay, see how planets read this. How planets. 1 minute, I'll okay, now how planet in star and sub of Rahu and Ketu.
Mhm.
A planet in the star
Mhm.
of or sub of Rahu and Ketu. That means a planet whose star lord is Rahu or Ketu, or whose sublord is Rahu or Ketu.
Mhm.
How that planet will give up results. Okay.
Mhm.
Rules. Combinations for getting a rule. Any planet in the star, that means constellation,
Yeah. No. Mhm.
or sub of Rahu or Ketu,
Mhm.
acts as if it is in the star or sub of the planets which Rahu or Ketu represent.
Yes, sir.
That means it will give all the results that Rahu and Ketu promise.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. If it is in the star or sub of Rahu and Ketu, slightly complicated, but then this is how. The simple meaning of this dictum is that a planet in the star of Rahu or Ketu will also give the result that Rahu and Ketu promise in the horoscope.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is a simple. This boy got a job on 3/1/2020. This was the first job. Okay, this is also my son. Let's see how it is justified.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see how it is justified. You can take a snapshot of this first. Take a snapshot.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll keep reading. I will not come back. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll just keep reading. Oh, I think I've got it here. Okay. The period running was Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn. Okay. For getting a job in KP, house grouping is 2, 6, 10. And for a good job, 11th also plays a role. Okay. The three Dasa lords in question, Jupiter, Venus, and Mercury, on their own are not the strongest significators of the houses concerned. Okay. See what I mean? What is the Dasa period? Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn. So, the three Dasa lords, that is Jupiter, Venus, and Mercury, on their own are not the strongest significators of the houses concerned, but see the star or sub they are in. Okay. Jupiter is in the sub of Rahu.
Yeah. Okay.
Which signifies 2, 6, 11. Okay. So Jupiter, the Mahadasha Lord, itself strongly signifies it is, since it is in the sub of Rahu. Rahu signifies 2, 6, 11. So Jupiter, the Mahadasha Lord, signifies 2, 6, 11.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Venus in the sub of Ketu, signifying the second, and Mercury in star of Ketu, which signifies seconds. Okay. The Pranadasha Lord was Saturn, which is untenanted and sublord of 10th, so signifying 10th fully and strongly. The combination was complete for a job which he got on 3/1/2020. This is my son's horoscope. I researched a lot on it. I did the BTR, everything thoroughly. Then I got this result. Okay.
Yes.
This is something else. So this is Now remember, this is one strong example on Rahu and Ketu. We
Yes, sir.
know how Rahu and Ketu give results, you know. That we
Yep.
have already discussed. Rahu will give the result of the, you know, of the planet in whose star it is. That is the normal thing.
Yep.
Or in the house that it is sitting, or in the zodiac sign, lord of the zodiac sign in which it is sitting. But now Rahu, suppose Rahu is giving like in this. Rahu through its own signification, suppose is signifying 2, 6, and 11. So now any planet which is situated in the star or sub of Rahu, that means any planet whose star lord or sub lord is Rahu, will also give the result of the houses that Rahu signifies during its that planet during its dasha will give the results of Rahu.
Okay.
It will act as Rahu.
Yep.
Besides its other significations, it will also give the results of Rahu or Ketu. Okay, Rahu or Ketu.
Yep.
So this is a very strong example of, you know, how Rahu and Ketu, how planets sitting in the star of Rahu and Ketu.
Yes.
These are, see, Rahu and Ketu, you have to, in KP, Rahu and Ketu, you have to study them differently. One, Rahu and Ketu as normal planets. Okay, how Rahu and Ketu, like they behave like any other planet. You know, they are in the star of a planet. They are sitting in a house. Okay, they are the sublords of something. So they'll give the results. Or they are, you know, the cuspal sublords of certain houses. But another angle to it, which you will not find in any book, even written by KP, okay, that a planet which is sitting in the star of Rahu or Ketu will give all the results of Rahu that are promised by Rahu and Ketu.
I see.
This rule or theory has been developed after, let's say, it's a very, very recent development. Okay, research. It is an astrologer by the name of, I'm forgetting his name now. I have his books. He came up with this theory. Okay. So this you have to always bear in mind.
Yes, sir.
When doing KP.
Yep.
Always bear in mind.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me see if I have anything else. I think this is very heavy for today.
Yes, right. Yeah, can I request a review of special law of Rahu and Ketu too, sir?
Yeah, sorry.
Can I request a review of special role of Rahu and Ketu? That would be great. Yes.
A special class.
Yeah, for on
Yeah.
Rahu.
So maybe the next class I'll do on Rahu and Ketu. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is this now? Oh, there's something else. Okay, next class we'll do on Rahu and Ketu.
Yes,
okay.
Sir. Okay, great, sir. Yep.
So the next class we'll do on Rahu and Ketu.
Yep. So see you on Friday.
See you on Friday then.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Bye bye.
Namaste, sir.